Today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas, we are cooking up a delicious Tex-Mex casserole for breakfast, so stay tuned. So welcome to my kitchen. My name is Doug and we're gonna make this delicious Tex-Mex casserole for breakfast. And I was trying to think of like, what can I make for breakfast today? And I thought, well, I have eggs, I have bacon, I have some cheese, I have some Tostito chips right here. And I thought, let me try to make a casserole, breakfast casserole. So this is how we're gonna do it. You ready? Let's go. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook up some bacon. I'm using 4 strips of bacon and we're going to cook this up. I like my bacon a little crispy, so we're going to cook it up like that. And then I'm going to chop it up into little bacon bites. Yum. Okay, next we're going to do our egg mixture. So what do you need? You need 4 large eggs. We're going to need 1/4 cup of white diced onions, about a teaspoon of fresh oregano. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of fresh cilantro. And we're going to also add approximately 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic to our egg mixture, plus the bacon bites. Let's get cooking. So I have my 4 eggs here. 1. 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Now with my eggs, I like to use a wire whisk. Just beat those up like that. We're going to add our onion. That's approximately 1/4 cup, maybe a little less. Our 1 teaspoon of fresh oregano. 1 teaspoon of some chopped up cilantro. Some freshly cracked black pepper. Now we're not going to add salt, and the reason is because the Tostito chips are salty and the bacon is salty. But if you wanted to add more salt, you could, but I think the salt will be just enough. Going to add my garlic. This is approximately 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. And I have my bacon here. I'm just chopping up very coarsely. Remember, this was 4 strips. And we're going to add that to our egg mixture. Give that a nice stir. Going to add just a drop of milk. And now let me show you how we're going to prepare the baking dish. Okay, so I buttered our baking dish really well. And what you want to do with your Tostitos is we're just going to crunch them up and get about a handful. And just crunch them up, and we're just going to put that as the base. Okay, you can leave some whole, but I will crunch them up. And just a thin layer. That's good. So approximately something like that, okay? All right, excellent. Now what we're gonna do with our egg mixture is we're gonna just pour it over the Tostito chips. Okay, so that's basically what it looks like now. Hopefully you can see that. And what we're gonna do now with our cheese, I have a mix of mild cheddar and mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. I am just going to put a thin layer of the cheddar, and then we're going to do a layer of the mozzarella and Parmesan. And then one more thin layer of the mild cheddar. So 3 thin layers of cheese. Plus we have a block, I'm gonna be using probably maybe not even a fourth of a block of 8-ounce cream cheese. And I'm just adding these little cream cheese pieces to the top, just sporadically here and there. And that's just gonna give it a nice, creamy texture. So little pieces here and there. And remember, it's not even like a fourth of a block of an 8-ounce Philadelphia cream cheese. And this is just gonna make such a yummy breakfast for a Saturday morning or maybe a Sunday morning. And it's gonna just be very yummy. All right. So that is what it looks like. We're gonna put it in the oven and we're gonna let it bake for around 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, we have to see. And it's at 350 degrees. Now we're gonna make our delicious salsa to go with it. Okay, so for our delicious salsa, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make some homemade salsa. And I'm putting this on a low flame. And I'm just gonna add not even a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to this little saucepan. We're gonna heat that up just a little bit. And we're gonna add, this is approximately a fourth of a cup of diced white onion. And we're gonna cook that up first for like maybe 5 minutes or so. Get it nice and tender. And once that is cooked up, we're gonna add some minced fresh garlic to it. That's approximately about maybe a little more than a tablespoon. I use 2 garlic toes. And so I just minced that up myself. I'm gonna cook this up first for approximately 5 minutes, then we're gonna add our garlic. Okay, so our onions have been cooking for approximately 5 minutes. They look nice and tender, getting translucent. And what we're gonna do now is add our garlic. And we're gonna cook the garlic with the onions for maybe about a minute. Just give that a nice mix, stir, and give it approximately a minute, maybe a little less. And make sure this is on a low flame. Okay, so it's been about a minute. And next what I'm gonna do is I'm adding 1 can of, this is 8 ounces of just regular tomato sauce. Give that a stir. Blend that nicely. I'm gonna add a little salt, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon. And little pepper, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon. Give that a little stir. Now we're also gonna add some chili powder. approximately half a teaspoon, and a little cumin, ground cumin, just to like a little shake or two. And give that a nice stir, blend that together. We're gonna add fire roasted diced green chilies. This is a 4-ounce can. Give that a nice mix in there. I'm gonna add just a little sprinkling of cilantro. Give that a nice stir in there. And we're going to cook this for around 5-6 minutes on a low to medium flame. And just stir it every so often. Perfect. Okay, I wanted to show you my salsa. It's been 6 minutes and you can see how nice and thick, and it's very flavorful. So it is practically done. I am just gonna let it cook for maybe 1 more minute, and then our salsa is done, and it's gonna be so yummy with our delicious Tex-Mex casserole, breakfast casserole, or any time of the day. Okay, it is done and it looks so good. Oh my gosh, smells so great. And we are going to have a taste test, so stay tuned. Okay, it comes out of the dish so easy, and look at that. Oh wow, that looks so great. I'm gonna put it in this bowl here, and then of course we want to add some of our delicious salsa to it. A nice little topping. And then we have some avocado that has been cut up. A little yummy. Perfect. And then we're going to just top it with a little bit of cilantro just to make it look pretty. And what a beautiful, beautiful casserole that is. Now let's have a taste test. Okay, now for a taste test. I cannot wait. It looks so yummy. Very good. Oh yeah, excellent. And the salsa goes really well with it. One more bite. A delicious breakfast casserole, Tex-Mex. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye.